Iowa's favorite country, K97.
It is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. I'm just being goofy on our video right here. So if you're watching right now, don't let it through. It's just who I am, all right? Anyway, our buddy Joe Denim going to be joining me on this video pandemic, as we like to call it, coming up in just a few minutes as we do our Iowa-Tennessee connection. Don't forget, he is going to be right here 1 week from this Saturday. It's a not-so-silent night, and that's exactly what it is, and will be a not-so-silent night because Joe will be there, and I will be there. And there's no way silence is a thing. It's just not going to happen. Who's calling? What are you calling for? I'm doing my gig. Anyway, that's coming up a week from this Saturday. Make sure you get online and get your tickets. Now, again, we kept the tickets as cheap as we possibly could. One, because, as I said, Joe and I are cheap. And two, because we know most people, well, you're just broke at Christmas time, man. That's just kind of how it works. And we wanted you to not break your bank anymore, but yet come out and have a lot of fun with us. Enjoy the relaxation, the laughter of that night, and kind of get away from what can be the stress of the holidays. I love the holidays, man. My favorite time of the year, but it can be a little bit on the stressful side from time to time. And it's just kind of how it happens and kind of how it works. So, again, make sure you get those tickets online, yourfortdodge.com, yourfortdodge.com. A not-so-silent night with Joe Denim coming up 1 week from this Saturday, again, December 10th at the Cardiff Center at Fort Frenzy right here in Fort Dodge. Speaking of the man himself, there he is, looking all – you kind of look kind of Tom Jones-ish this morning. You know that? I don't know what it is, but maybe it's the way you got your hair halfway picked through. I don't know. But, hey, good morning, pal. How you doing?
How's it going? I'm Tom Jones. How are you?
You kind of look like Tom Jones. You going to sing It's Not Unusual for me? Or What's
it's
New,
not
Pussycat?
Unusual to be – or Pussycat. Yeah,
What's New, Pussycat? What's new,
What's
Pussycat?
new, Pussycat? What a great song.
Hey, I am a huge Tom Jones fan, by the way. One of the greatest concerts I've ever been to in my life was Tom Jones. And the guy, I'll tell you what, I was at a place here in Iowa. It's called the Civic Center. It's down in Des Moines. Anybody from Iowa knows what I'm talking about. And here's how the seating is in the Civic Center, JD. The seating is, it's all rounded like this, right? So the only way to get in and out of these big, huge aisles is at the ends. Okay. So I was down there with a buddy. We were in about row 3, kind of middle center, kind of center left a little bit. And
stuck in the middle.
Right. With you, Steelers wheel.
With you.
Anyway, anyway, Tom's doing his thing and he's just cool like Tom Jones is, right? Well, all of a sudden in the row ahead of us, this lady stands up and she walks towards the exit of the aisle. And we thought, she must go to the bathroom, whatever. No. She goes to the front of the stage. She lifts her top. She undoes the brassiere. She swings it around and shows everybody in the audience. She hands it to Tom. And Tom Jones looked at her like, sweetheart, I've been doing this 30 years. This is nothing new. And he just thanked her and went about his business. Me, I'd have been losing it. But no, not Tom Jones. Mr. Cool like he was.
We did a show with Rick Springfield at the Wild Horse Saloon. About 3,000 people, and sold out. And Rick Springfield, what is he, 71, 72?
Oh, yeah, he's great, though.
It's a couple years ago. Oh, so great. At the end of the show, we're backstage, and this guy brings back this 55-gallon trash can, a plastic Rubbermaid trash can, completely full of bras and roses. And I look at Rick Springfield and I'm like, what's this? He goes, I call that every night. I'm like, that's a 55-gallon drum of bras and roses. He goes, yeah, it's insane, right? And he walked away.
He's Rick Springfield.
Rick Springfield. What do you have? One song, Jesse's Girl? It was a song about somebody else's girl.
No, man, he had some great time. I'm a big Rick Springfield fan. He was actually on my bucket list to see. I finally got to see him, meet him, and I got to spend some time with him. What a great guy, man. What a great guy, to say the very least. But no, he had a lot of big hits back in the 80s. Not to mention the fact that he's Dr. Noah Drake on General Hospital.
I know, that'll do it.
Come on.
I don't watch a lot of TV, so maybe that's why. Yeah.
Well, here's a show you might want to give a shot to, since you know Rick Springfield. You've got to perform with him or whatever. If you get a chance, watch a David Duchovny series called Californication. Okay. First off, here's a stretch of a role for David Duchovny. He plays a sex addict. go figure that one. Ooh, that's a tough stretch. So anyway,
Really?
there's a number of episodes in like the second or third season, somewhere in that range, where Rick Springfield becomes kind of a regular on the series as Rick Springfield. And there's a couple episodes where you see more of Rick Springfield than you ever thought you would. So after getting to know the guy, I watched one of these episodes not knowing this was going to be the case. And I'm like, that's not the Rick Springfield I saw, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
But thank God for that.
It's amazing. The 80s rockers. That's what we need more of, you know? We need more of the 80s rockers.
You got that right, man. You got that right. Yeah, he's a class act anyway, just as far as the guy goes.
I'll tell you, speaking of nut jobs, another guy from the 80s. I'll tell you the classic one, Tommy Two-Tone. Remember Tommy Two-Tone?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of writing several songs with him for one of his records, and oh my God, yes. And that guy, let me tell you what.
Tommy
That
Two-Tone.
guy's something right there. Old Tommy Two-Tone.
I haven't heard that name in, since about 1985.
I know. How great was that? But they're still killing it. He's still doing shows. You know
who else they ought to bring back? And I just know that they are probably still together, because why would they break up? They were incredible. And that is
Exile.
I think they ought to do a tour. I think there ought to be a three band tour of Wang Chung, Oingo Boingo. Remember Oingo Boingo?
Yeah.
And throw in the Pet Shop Boys, somebody like that. Make it just an 80s tour, you know?
Yeah. Like, where are they now, you know?
And then, when the tickets don't sell, though, everybody will be going, where are they now? Because we didn't get to go see it.
Speaking of tickets selling, I heard there's hardly any tickets left for our Fort Frenzy show.
Dude, not only that, and before we get to the ticket aspect of that, because I've been talking about that all morning long, about how you can get your tickets online at, of course, our website, yourfortdodge.com. And they're only $10. You know, we know everybody's broke at Christmas, and you and I are cheap, and that's why the tickets are cheap like they are. But it's a not so silent night with Joe Denim. It's going to be happening again at the Cardiff Center at Fort Frenzy, right here in Fort Dodge, 1 week from this Saturday. But A1 sent me this really, really cool picture of something that you are going to be unveiling. See if I can get it in there. Unveiling exclusively in Fort Dodge, the very first place that these are going to be sold, these Joe Denim camo beanie stocking caps. Wow,
they are so hot and so fresh that they're being shipped to Iowa. Those aren't even going to see Nashville before they see Iowa.
Wow.
So yeah, look at that. Look at that beanie. That's a camouflage beanie. It's a Joe Denim design. It'll fit your head, and it'll make you do. It'll give you superpowers.
It'll definitely do things to you never thought it could. That's for sure.
Heck yes.
But the very first place those are going to be sold, Fort Dodge at the Cardiff Center at Fort Frenzy, coming up 1 week from Saturday.
We had such a blast there in the summer. It was way warm. We had the piñata. I don't know what's going to happen this time. We might have maybe a piñata Santa might be a good idea. What do you think?
I think a piñata Santa would be appropriate. I think I don't think you should do a reindeer, because I know how you swing with the stick. So
I was going to say,
Rudolph needs his family jewels on Christmas Eve. So you don't need to knock those off.
I'll start singing a Rick Springfield song. I swear to God, I will. So we're going to be inside this time, though, right?
Yes. Well, to start. Now, where we end up is anybody's guess, but yes.
All right. And showtime. Tell me again the showtime, because I need to know when I need to start getting ready.
You know what? I'm emceeing this whole shindig, and I'm not even sure what showtime is. I don't know,
7-ish. All right. I'll start doing my sit-ups around 4:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Or no, push-ups. They're the ones, the orange ones. With the vodka. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the orange push-ups. I was going to say the sit-ups is one we have to come and pull you up off the floor. That's a whole other.
What was the name of the other band? I guess somebody from Wicked Things or something's going to be there. What's that about?
Yeah. Corey Waller. He's going to be there, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah. You met Corey. Corey, actually, when you were here back in, Well, I was back before Denim Fest. The day before, remember, we were out at Twin Lakes. We were out at Dave and Tracy's place, and they had Corey Waller and the Wicked Things. They opened for you that night. Remember that?
Oh yeah, in that cool barn.
Right. Exactly. So they're going to be Corey Waller's going to be opening for you again, man. How about that? I mean, he was that impressed with you. Don't ask me why, but he's going to be there opening for you that night as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
He was probably more impressed with my acrobatical skills at that hour of the night. I'm guessing that's what it was.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yeah,
and my creepy ability to solve a Rubik's cube.
It was amazing. You know, I gotta tell people that were not there that night what Joe's talking about when he means his acrobatical skills and his Rubik's cube is. We have no idea how he got himself back on the bus when it was all over with, and we have no idea how that Rubik's cube ended up on him where it did. But
I don't know. I don't know if we want to talk about it, but I think we need to try it again. Come Fort Frenzy.
You try it again. I'm not paying the hospital bill again this time. That's not happening. You're on your own. You're on your own.
I need the tax credit this year.
Dude, I led into our time here I pulled one out of the archives. I thought, Real Tree Camo Christmas is huge. It's doing well for you across the globe, around the globe. Of course, I've had many requests for Here Comes White Claws, so I've played that several times. But I pulled that song. That's a great song, man. And, White Claws is a very big deal up here, so you nailed it with that one. But I pulled one out of the archives to lead us in, and I played Mrs. Claus Told Santa Claus. And I had somebody call me in the studio while that was playing and said, hey, you know what? You can go elf yourself. And then they hung up. So
see, it's just I'm trying my best to get everyone in the Christmas holiday spirit, and go elf yourself is a great way to kick it off.
You want to see that? You want to hear that? Of course, it's on YouTube. There's a video to go with it as well. But the song is called Mrs. Claus Told Santa Claus. You did that. I remember when I think we were the first station to play that one that year too. And I think we were the last station to play it since. So
that song is really good. I wrote that with Danny Simpson, and Danny Simpson wrote all the Tim Wilson stuff. Remember Tim Wilson?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Danny and I wrote that, yeah.
No kidding. I didn't know that.
Yep, true story. He showed up with a bag of groceries, shall we say. It's like, dude, I got this idea, man. I'm like, all right, here we go. And about by 4:25, we had that song done.
And you started at 4:24, and it doesn't show by any means. It doesn't show at all.
Hank Williams Jr. said if you can't get a song written in 15 minutes, you probably should just move on to another idea. So we took it literally, and I think Santa, and the video is so great. I mean, there's a storyline to the video. Do you see that where that Santa's he's wondering why he can't get in gear? But yeah, that's a great song. Well, thank you for playing it.
Yeah, and well, the little elf gnome, that starred in the video with you, was pretty cool too. So
yeah, he was in that video drunk on eBay too. I think that's where I bought
right. He was. You're exactly right. He was. Yeah. See,
he's going to be at Fort Frenzy. His name's Stumpy. Woo!
Wow, how about that? Stumpy the gnome elf gnome. Stumpy the elf gnome. It's going to be at Fort Frenzy with us as well.
He's famous in the Joe Denim videos.
Oh, hey, tickets online, yourfortdodge.com. Get those tickets again. Just go to that icon that says Not So Silent Night with Joe Denim. Click that. Tickets only $10. Going to be $15 at the door. So if you show up that night, great. We would love to have you. We want to have you out there with us at the Cardiff Center at Fort Frenzy. But tickets are going to be a little higher, of course, that night. So get them online ahead of time, yourfortdodge.com. Not So Silent Night, and that is an understatement. Well, JD and I were talking this morning before we got on the air here. I was telling him about the ice situation up here that we've been dealing with this morning. And he, of course, had his own ice situation in Nashville this morning. I feel for you, man. I do.
Yeah, it was slippery. I was coming around the curve in the kitchen, and I had a pretty icy. It was my glass. There was ice all over in my glass, and it was slippery. But I got control of it.
You know what I'm impressed by?
What's that?
I'm impressed by the fact that you still had ice in your glass, because I've seen you with a glass before filled with a liquid, that the liquid is so potent that when you toss the ice in, you hear them just go, "Ay!" and they jump right out. I mean, it's
like the cartoons.
It's exactly
Cartoon
what it
drink.
is.
Be like, this drink tastes funny to you? And they're like, yeah, it's a cartoon drink. There's no ice in it. Yeah.
So yeah, well, I'm glad that you still had ice in your glass. Well, until you lost it this morning anyway. But
what happened with the ice up there? What happened with the ice up there? Is it good?
Dude, nobody knows. You know, this is one of those things I've been telling listeners all morning long. This is one of those situations that even the National Weather Service, as of about 8 o'clock last night, wasn't even talking about. I got up in my normal time and went to pull out of my garage, and as my garage door went up, I saw the pavement was wet. And I thought, well, that's interesting. We weren't supposed to get that I was aware of. So when I pulled out of my garage and onto that pavement, it was not just wet, it was slick. And of course, as you know, I got a 25-minute jaunt from where I live in Webster City here to Fort Dodge Studios. 25 minutes normal. It took me close to an hour this morning. It was just a nightmare. We've had our Interstate 35 has had all kinds of delays. It just kind of came out of nowhere, and the temperature was at about 30 degrees. So of course it's going to freeze, and that's exactly what happened. Yeehaw.
Well, I'm glad everybody's all right. I hope everybody's all right. And yeah, the thing is, there it's flat as a pancake. Down here in Tennessee, I mean, you'll slide half a mile down a hill. You know, so.
No, thank you.
I'll keep the ice in my glass.
Yeah, please do. Please do. That this is a little bit unexpected up here, but it's going to melt away. We're expecting a high today of 47. Just got to get to that, the point where it's just all melted and gone. But then we're turning around and expecting the first accumulating snow tomorrow of about 2 inches. So, welcome to Iowa.
Here we go, Christmas.
Yeah, you know what it is Iowa, the entire state, and Mother Nature knows you are coming here in the next week and 2 days, and is going to throw a little bit of this at them.
Watch this. Well, they know I've got beanies. I know you got snow. I've got beanies. So bring it on, Iowa. Let's do this.
Joe Denim camo beanies going to be unveiled at Fort Princey at the Cardiff Center. So make sure
you imagine if it snowed a lot that night. We got snowed in. We had to stay up there. Can you imagine? Where would we go the next day? What would we do?
We'd be staying at Brookstone. I mean, that's just we'd have to have room service. We'd have to have
we need
Stumpy room service. Hey, there you go.
I bet Stumpy's got snowmobiles.
I'm guessing Stumpy's got something. I don't know. I think he.
What's our buddy's name up there at Storm Lake? Jeff. He probably has a whole bunch of snowmobiles over there.
Absolutely, yes. Storm Lake Honda. Yeah, he's got a ton of them.
I hope it does snow. Let's see what happens.
Get some snowmobiles out, man. Have some fun. Oh no, dude. Can you imagine you and I and A1 and everybody just jumping on snowmobiles and going? That's a dangerous thought.
I think it's we put the ski in ski-doo, or whatever they sell.
Yeah, and then we put the clink in the word clink.
Clank. Put the clink in clank.
Hey, buddy, we got what you got your lineup, you got your playlist all set. Who are you bringing with you, by the way?
Oh boy, I'm bringing a guy named Cody James McKinney, and when he's not out with us, he's out with Ray Scott. He's built like a pop can. Dude, this guy. Yeah. If he was a bit shorter, he'd be round. I'm kidding. He's awesome. He's extremely talented. He is funny, and you better brace up for what you're about to see. It's going to be greatness.
So is he vertically impaired? Is that what you're saying? Is he height impaired?
Well,
he's going to have an eye-to-eye conversation.
I think they're going to see each other's point of view, nose to nose, eye to eye. He's got tats all over. He's got tattoos from head to toe. He's got this big red beard. It looks kind of like Duck Dynasty and Walmart had a yard sale, And this guy's just awesome. You're going to love him. He's funny and he's great. And together we're going to, we'll probably have to get some bail money at some point.
Well, that goes without saying. That's a standard.
We were swapping stories about Broadway, Lower Broadway, and I said something about being asked to leave one bar, and he goes, "Oh, dude." He said, "I got kicked out of a bar." I said, "For what?" He said, "Well, apparently, it's not cool to take your shirt off when you're built like this in a bar when it's packed out. And I go, oh, okay. So yeah, he's not afraid to, get down to his tattoo. So
not afraid to let it all show, right?
Yeah.
All right. Another one of those.
Get ready.
Another one of those. Looking forward to it again. Tickets online, yourfortdodge.com. Hey, coming up, man, here in a little bit, I'm going to give an opportunity to win a pair of tickets too. So people need to get ready for that. And let's have some fun with that. Comments. Good morning, Joe and Darren. We will have a cherry bombs and moonshine next Saturday. It'll be fun. That's Stumpy.
Perfect. Yeah.
It can only be so much fun when you're there, Stumpy. Stumpy says, I will buy one and we'll make me taller. Okay. Nothing.
What is he? A ladder?
I don't know. The cherry bomb, maybe.
Step ladders he has at his house. Anyway, what?
Nothing's going to make him taller. A1 says, yep, we'll have Joe Denim beanies for your head and Joe Denim comps for your other. I think I spent too much time with Joe Denim. Really, we will have both for sale. Oh, my. Okay. Another thing to unveil.
Joe Denim, got your keep your heads covered. All right.
Oh, my. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Sergeant Mike Scott says, good morning, brothers. Doing a new show, Truckers on Ice today. Yeah, man. God bless our truckers for what they're going through out there today. It's incredible. And Barry, that liquid is good. Joe looks great and has hair. You have hair?
I think, yeah. I mean, I got it trimmed for hat season, It does. It kind of looks. It's getting there.
That's why I say you got this Tom Jones looking thing going on today. I think that could be one of the shortest I've ever seen your hair. That could be it.
Yeah, this is short. This is December short. It grows like a foot a week. So by the time I get up there, I'm sure it'll be back to Bo Joe the Clown. But I don't care. I love my hair.
A foot a week, and that's with it curled. You stretch it out, and it's even longer than that.
Well, I had this thing with Locks of Love, and they said, look, they always send me an estimate, and they're like, hold on. So yeah, they cut me back over at Locks of Love a little bit. So.
That's because the last time they cut your hair, they found a squirrel in there too, and they're like, here.
Oh yeah, I'm like, you can keep the squirrel and the robin. There was a robin in there.
It's all yours. I'm donating them too. Absolutely.
Trying to help here.
Hey, buddy, we're going to talk to you next week. I know you got a lot of things going on today. And, of course, next week, we're going to be just a couple of days before you get up here and have a not-so-silent night. Oh, we better throw in Drake. I know what's up, guys? Hope you're having a great day. Hey, we're doing our best, man. We're doing our best.
Thanks, D-Rake.
Anyway, next week, man, we'll be just 2 days away from a not-so-silent night. So, again, get your tickets online, yourfortdodge.com. Buddy, we're so looking forward to it.
All right, y'all be safe. Thank you, and I will see you next week on the radio.
Talk at you soon, my man.
See you, buddy.
See you, buddy. Love you.
That's
our buddy Joe Denim. That's right. Next Saturday, 1 week from this Saturday, a not-so-silent night. You want to get your tickets. I'm telling you, yourfortdodge.com. Get those tickets, only $10. Have some fun with us coming up for a not-so-silent night. And lots and lots of great surprises planned, as is always the norm when Joe's anywhere around. Coming up